Let me explain something to you, because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table. Mm-hmm. Women were not invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it.
Being woke is like a magic moral time machine where you judge everybody against what you imagine you would have done in 1066, and you always win.
Some TV arguments are fake loud. This one felt different. Not because two celebrities disagreed, and not because social media did what social media always does, but because for one brief moment, the polished illusion cracked and everybody watching could suddenly see the machine behind the curtain. This wasn't just Bill Maher taking a shot at Whoopi Goldberg. It was a collision between two completely different religions of modern media. One says repeat the script, protect the tribe, never break formation. The other says if your own side starts sounding ridiculous, say it out loud and let the room get uncomfortable. And once that collision happened, it didn't stay on the set. It spilled into the internet, into political culture, and into the giant exhausting fight over who gets to define reality now.
The capacity for cruelty is a human thing, not a white thing. That's the truth, even though it doesn't jibe with the current narrative. But in today's world, when truth conflicts with narrative, it's the truth that has to apologize. Being woke is like a magic moral time machine where you judge everybody against what you imagine you would have done in 1066, and you always win.
That's the part people miss. This isn't really about two TV personalities who dislike each other. It's about a much bigger frustration, the feeling that much of the media stopped trying to persuade and started trying to lecture. Not discuss, debate, or even disagree. Lecture. Audiences feel it whenever a panel becomes a ritual, one person delivers the approved line, and everyone else nods along. That's why this hit so hard. Maher, for all his flaws, built a career on saying the quiet part out loud, especially when it frustrates people on his own side. And Whoopi has become more than a host. She represents a style of elite daytime certainty, total confidence, selective outrage, and the attitude of, I don't need to prove it. I already know I'm right.
I'm talking about Whoopi Goldberg because I got so many texts this week because she attacked me the week before.
Sure.
So everybody was like, oh, Bill, I get you're enjoying the karma. First of all, I'm going to talk about this at the end of my show next week, teaser. But there is no thing as karma, okay? Get over that. Whoopi attacks me on a regular basis. She says stupid shit on a regular basis.
Then came the clip that lit the match. Once that comparison hit the air, the conversation changed from another spicy daytime moment into something much uglier, a clash between performative victimhood and actual oppression. The backlash wasn't because people suddenly became Maher fans or discovered nuance for 5 minutes. It exploded because viewers heard a claim so detached from reality that it sounded like satire, except it was delivered seriously on national television. And suddenly, everything was visible in one moment: the smugness, the defensiveness, and the instinct to treat emotion as evidence.
Interesting that it's called, I don't think they meant this when Barbara Walters invented it a long time ago, but it's The View.
Well,
that's the problem in America. There is one view,
right, and
one
that's clearly
true opinion, and everybody else can go sit in the corner.
And that's where the argument stopped being abstract. Once people with real lived experience entered the conversation, the point became brutally simple. Women living under authoritarian regimes don't debate oppression from protected studio platforms. They face arrest, humiliation, violence, and even disappearance. So when a celebrity on one of America's safest and richest platforms makes that comparison, it doesn't necessarily sound brave. To many viewers, it sounds insulated, protected by wealth, fame, and status. And when the defense becomes, if you disagree, you just don't understand, the argument starts collapsing because people understood perfectly.